Hello everyone and welcome. In this video, we're going to be talking about Google Docs and in particular, providing feedback to student work. Well, let's go ahead and get started. After a student has submitted their work to you, you're going to need to go ahead and grade it. You can make suggested edits and comments in Google Docs quite easily. Well, let's say this is a document that has been submitted through Google Classroom by a student, and I'm going to go ahead and begin to provide feedback to the student. In the upper right-hand corner, where it says Editing, click the down arrow and change that to Suggesting. At this point, you can make changes in the document. Notice that password is spelled incorrectly. So I'm going to select that word and delete one of the S's so that password is spelled correctly. Notice that on the right-hand side, a comment box is added. The student will see this comment box, and when they go to review this document, if they were to agree with my suggested edit, all they would have to do is click the checkbox, and that would accept the suggestion and make the correction on their work. Well, let's go look at a couple of others. Scrolling down here, this word common is lacking an M. I'm going to add an M. And notice the comment to the right that suggests adding an M is added. Let's say I wanted to suggest that the paragraphs all be indented. If I click to the left of my first paragraph and press the Tab key, it's going to automatically suggest that the student indent the first line. You can even add an additional comment. Well, let's say you wanted to suggest that the student make the border of the table stand out a little bit better with a different color. You can highlight a section of the table or the entire table and then click on the comment button that appears. The comment button can also be obtained by clicking the button to the left of the share button and add the comment here. Down here in this section of the document, I say, to help improve password strength, use passphrases. Passphrases are a sequence of words connected together to increase length. Well, I think that the student should add an example of a passphrase. So I'm going to select this word, and I'm going to click on my comment button and suggest that they add an example of a passphrase. As an alternative, you could write the suggestion directly within the student's paper. And notice that adds a comment to the right-hand side of the page, and the student would then select the checkbox to accept your suggestion, or they can decide to reject the suggestion and add something on their own accord. You can even just change words. Instead of saying, I recommend you use a password manager, you could change that to, I suggest. And again, a comment will be added to the right-hand side of the document. Now I think it would be a great idea for the student who created this document to provide some kind of a link to a password manager. So I'm going to highlight the words password manager, and I'm going to add a comment. Then I'm going to browse to one of the password manager sites and highlight the URL. Then I'm going to press Control-C or Command-C on a Mac on my keyboard, and I'm going to press Control-V or Command-V to paste the link in this comment. Then I'm going to type, I would add a link to one of the recommended password managers. Then I'm going to submit that comment. The link becomes highlighted and becomes a hyperlink so that anyone who clicks on it can go to that site. I'm going to get out of suggesting mode and get back into editing mode. I'm going to make sure that you all have an understanding of how you can have a look at the revision history of this document. By clicking on File and hovering over Version History, you can see the version history by clicking on the link that's provided. The version history will indicate the various different changes that have been made on the various different days that the document was edited. If I wanted to revert to an earlier version of this document, say yesterday, I simply click on that link, and then I can restore this version by clicking on that button. As you can see, I get a confirmation window that wants me to confirm that my current version is going to revert to July 13th at 2:41 p.m. If I click on the Restore button, all of the information that I've added from today is gone. I can go back into my version history and select the most recent one that was saved prior to my restoration. And that will be the one that contained all of the various different changes that I've made to this document today, or even the suggested edits. It's really up to you how you want to use these suggesting tools for the work that your students turn into you. But this gives you some ideas on how you might choose to do that. I hope this quick video has been helpful, and I hope you have a great day.